Sorry, I'm like really emotional.
Okay.
Good morning. It is Monday, August 9th. It is 7:22 a.m. and I am at the doctor's office. I'm going in right now for some blood work and an ultrasound, and hopefully today or tomorrow I'm going to start testing for ovulation. Sometime next week we're doing the transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I still don't have biopsy results from surgery yet. I should get those today. I'm not going to keep my fingers crossed because I know with IVF every time you have things planned, things end up changing. So I'm just taking it day by day. I'm going to go head into my appointment and I'll check back later. So I just got back from my appointment. It took literally 10 minutes, but a little interesting. So I'm only on day 9 of my cycle. I just did an ultrasound. I already have a follicle that's like 20 some millimeters big. So I might be ovulating way sooner than we thought. And that means the transfer is coming fast. I did blood work, so they'll tell me later if that is the case, because obviously they can see my hormones and what's going on there, but I think we're getting closer to the transfer than we might have thought, which again, like I said before I went in, you never know. With IVF, everything changes and you just never know the plan. I will check back in later with some results to see. Hopefully we get the biopsy results as well. That will make me feel like a weight is lifted if it comes back good. But yeah, I guess I'll just check in later and let you guys know what's going on. So I decided to come home and take another ovulation test, or my first one, because they found that I had a follicle that's getting ready. So I was just curious. So I was curious to see what it would say, and it's negative. So it's not close yet. Even though I have a follicle that says that looks big, it's negative. So, hello? Okay. Okay, so early is fine, so I don't know how early. Yeah, can I do 7:30 actually? No biopsy results yet. That's kind of a bummer. But I am gonna be back on Wednesday for another ultrasound and blood work because it seems like things are moving along. I don't know, hopefully, but I guess I'll check in on Wednesday. All right, guys, it's Tuesday, August 11th. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna take an ovulation test. I'm on cycle day 11, so I'm just supposed to start tracking in case I get an early spike. So I guess let's see.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's flashing. I did not expect that so soon. I'm on day 11 right now. So this means I'm getting close. It's not a silent smiley face, but it means we're getting close. I'm in shock that as soon as I get a positive test when the smiley face isn't flashing, literally 5 or 6 days later we do the transfer. So this is happening like fast.
So I'm at the doctor's office. Don't mind the way that I look. I was so excited that I had a positive, well, almost positive ovulation test that I didn't do my hair and makeup. So anyways, I'm gonna go in. I'm excited to tell my nurse that we're getting close. She'll probably already see it because of my blood work and how the ultrasound goes, but I'm really excited. Like literally I could ovulate tomorrow, and I mean, at the rate that we're going, it might be like Tuesday the 17th that we do the transfer. So I guess we'll see. Hi. Okay, I have some news for you.
Good. Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
They cleared it.
That is fantastic.
Sorry, I'm like really
It's
emotional.
okay. This is great. Great.
I just like happened to ask them because it's been a minute, and she's like, oh yeah, they didn't call you because it's all good and the doctor just has to sign off. And then so this morning I woke up and I tested and my ovulation test is flashing, which means like any day it'll peak.
You're getting ready.
I just can't believe that. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Oh my gosh, Emily, I am too. Oh.
So I am home now, clearly. I've taken a few hours to process this information. I am completely beside myself, honestly. I really was preparing myself to make that this vlog would not be happy because it hadn't been successful before. And this was our last chance to cure this. So when I got that news, I could not even believe it. Like, we did it. We cured it. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I still cannot believe it. Let me tell you the story of how today went, because clearly you saw previous stuff. So let me explain how today went for me so far. I woke up at about 6 o'clock to do an ovulation test. I did not think that I was gonna get a positive one because I'm only on cycle day 11, even though we got news, you know, earlier in the week that I had a pretty big follicle. So when I took it and it was flashing, I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, we are getting closer. I didn't expect it to flash. And it doesn't mean that like it'll be positive tomorrow or Friday. It could be a few days. But last month it was positive like the day after that. So it could be tomorrow. Anyways, so I was in really good spirits when I went to the nurse's office today. I couldn't wait to tell them like, hey, guess what? My digital test is flashing, which means it's saying any day now I'm gonna ovulate or hit my peak fertility, I guess. So I was really excited to tell them that. When I went in and they like looked at my follicles, it looks like the follicle hadn't grown much, but obviously it's still big enough to fall and release an egg. So that was great. And then, so this nurse who I was working with, I actually had never met before. I'm assuming she's new to the office, I don't know. But she asked me, you know, do you have any questions? And I was like, well, since you're asking, do you have my biopsy results? And she looked at me, and at first she paused and it kind of freaked me out because I was like bracing myself for the negative news. And she looks at me and she's like, oh yeah, no, we have them. They're not in your charts. They're still in the office. We're waiting for doctor to sign off, but everything's clear. It's good. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, everything looks perfect. There's no signs of inflammation anymore, and it looks like the Rocephin did its job. And when I tell you that I wanted to cry right then and there, I was wearing a mask, but I had the biggest grin ear to ear. I could not believe it. And I literally had to hold it together until I got to my car. And as soon as I got in my car, I just broke down crying and I called my mom, and I am beside myself. I cannot believe that I am the success story. Like, that is crazy to say. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional, but I can't. It worked. So me being the anxious person that I am, I still want my nurse to call me. It's like one of my regular nurses, and I just want to double check. Like, you know how you get good news, but you're like, are you sure? Can you just make sure? Can you double check that? So yeah, I'm gonna be like, so I got this, I just want to double check. Cause like I already told people, so hopefully like she didn't get it mixed up, but she seemed like she knew exactly what she was talking about, and I'm just getting in my head. I'm waiting on a phone call from my nurse. She's going to give me news about what my levels are at, and I'm assuming that they're gonna ask me to come in either tomorrow or Friday for another ultrasound. I really don't know, but according to my ovulation tests, we're getting closer. So it's Friday, August 13th, 6:30 a.m. and my fertility ovulation test is still flashing. So I'm gonna take a look at the line to see if it's any darker than yesterday, because it's been flashing for 3 days now. Okay, so it's still Friday, August 13th. It's almost 5 o'clock now. I just got the call from my nurse. She said that my levels are getting higher for my LH surge, but we're not quite there yet, which I knew because my test is still flashing. So I'm coming in on Sunday to the doctor's office to get another ultrasound and some blood work at about 11 a.m. I guess the good news that came out of it is that my doctor said I don't have to do any home testing if I don't want to, because he's pretty sure that we're gonna see something Sundays. Kind of what it seems like, it sounded like. So fingers crossed that we are ovulating Sunday, or showing signs of ovulation coming. And then if I get the go-ahead that everything looks good, 5 days from Sunday is a week from today, which is next Friday the 20th. So maybe transfer will be that day, but I guess we'll find out then, and I'll check back in with you guys on Sunday. Good morning. It is Saturday, August 14th. I took this test actually 4 hours ago at like 6:30 a.m. because I just couldn't wait. And we finally got a positive ovulation test. Here's what it looks like when you take the strip out. You can definitely tell that it is positive because the test line is darker than the control line. All right, it's Sunday, August 15th, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, I think it's the 15th.
Sunday.
Yep, and I'm going in for another ultrasound today because I had a positive ovulation test yesterday, and I brought Dom with me this time. So we're gonna go in and do that. All right, so I got back from my appointment, and my endometrium, or what is that? Your uterine, the layer that needs to thicken. I don't know the terms. Is at a 7.9, and it needs to be at an 8 for implantation. So it's gonna hit there by the time we do the transfer. And then I have a follicle that she thinks is pretty sure ovulated just by looking at it. And so I'm gonna get my blood work back tomorrow, and that is when they'll determine when we do the transfer. Unless, she did say, unless my, like, let's say it's not exactly what they want it to be at, I might have to come in on Tuesday, and then they'll let me know from there. But she's like, I don't think that's gonna be the case. So they're pretty sure it's gonna be Friday. I'm sorry. So I'll just check back in tomorrow, and hopefully I'll know when I'm gonna do the transfer. So it's Monday, August 16th. It's about 4 o'clock, and I just got the call from my nurse letting me know that we are officially scheduled for transfer this Friday. So that's 4 days from now. I'm so excited, and I feel like that's where this vlog ends. I can't wait to take you guys with us to the transfer. So hopefully this next vlog that I upload, you will get to come along with us to our transfer. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next vlog.